Yes, I am happy to share why I do not want kids. And for anyone who believes that any of the things that I'm about to list describe them specifically and they feel like because I don't want kids, it's somehow saying anything about their choice to have kids, decenter yourself from this situation. This is just one random person on the other side of the world who's just sharing their opinion. All right, let's go. Also, I'm going to mention that I could spend very, very long on each point, but I'm going to go very, very fast. There are things I'm going to leave out. Do not think that because I've left something out means it doesn't matter to me. I just don't want this video to be 10 minutes long. Okay, from now we can really go. Number one, I want my freedom and my money. Now you might be like, Shalom, I have freedom and I have money and I have a child. Great for you. The kind of freedom I'm looking for, a child cannot fit into that kind of freedom. I have seen people have freedom by putting their kids in boarding school and being like, oh, I really don't have kids for most of the year. That is not my kind of parenting that I would want to be. Number two, money. I know I'm going to spend on those kids. If I were to have kids, they would take all my money. And I don't feel like I want to have to develop that kind of self-control. Do you get what I mean, okay? Number two, I want to be a secondary village for my people. What does that mean? It basically means that when my people, my siblings, my loved ones, when they want to drop off their kids somewhere, I am that person. I want to be that person. I don't necessarily hate kids. I don't enjoy kids. I like their kids. I'm that kind of person. We exist and we are happy to exist. I just don't want to be the kind of person who like, oh, you can never drop your kids off my house. You can totally drop your kids off my house. Your anniversary is coming up, drop them off. You need me to go pick them up? I will be the village. Everyone's talking about there's no village. I am going to be the village for my people. And God forbid it, do not make it come true. But if for some reason they were to pass away, I am the person who they know. I've got their kids back. I will take those kids on like they were my own. The Lord, do not do it. Do not do it. They will not pass early. The next one, I don't want my body to go through that. I don't think that requires much explanation. I don't want my body to do that. Very simple, doesn't need more. Next one, I don't believe motherhood is a journey that I want for myself. And you might be like, Shalom, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. I am so happy for you. I actually, let me just put this out there. I don't think I'll be a bad mom. This is not about me think I'll be a bad mom. I would be an amazing mom, but I just don't want that for myself. I could also be an amazing data scientist. I'm not going down that path for myself. Do you get what I mean? There's many things I can do with my life. This doesn't mean that everything that I do, I'm going to be amazing at it, but I just don't want motherhood. Someone once gave this very comforting quote that you don't have to enjoy every single part of raising a child. Like you might like the baby stage, but you're not crazy about the toddler stage. You might like the teenage stage, but you're not crazy about that whole they move out the house or college stage. It's okay not to like every single section. It's a problem when you don't like anything in that whole span of that child's life, and I don't think I would. But I still, like I said, I still love my people's kids, but every single day dealing with that stuff, it's not going to be an enjoyable experience for me. Okay, it's not enjoyable. Next point, I'm part of the team that believes that the only people who should be having kids are the people who actually want them. Kids know when they weren't wanted. Kids know when they were either a surprise or a mistake. We can all talk about those things in our own time. Trauma. So I just don't think I want to trauma dump on that child. Like them being around and they can clearly tell I didn't want them. That's not fair, guys. That's not kind. Next point might be a little bit confusing, so let me explain. The next point is that I have good parents. Now, you might be like, Shalom, you have good parents. Why not does that make you not want to have kids? Because I've seen what it takes. I've seen how much kindness, sacrifice, patience, understanding, love, commitment. Guys, it is a lot of work to be a good parent. And I'm very grateful. Don't get me wrong. Don't ever get me wrong. I'm very grateful, but I do not have what they have. I don't have that ability, and I want to be a good parent as well. So I just don't think, if I'm not capable of it, why on earth should I go down that path? Do you get what I mean? And let's not even talk about the relationship you two have to have together. You have to be very in love with your partner. I don't want to be a single parent. Let me put that in this point. I don't want to be a single parent. I feel like kids base their love off of the one they see from their parents. I have a very good vision of love. My parents have shown me what real love can look like. My standards are very, very high. So that means if I'm getting a partner who I'm I'm gonna put a kid into that, absolutely not. Next one, real quick, I can't risk having a terrible child. Now you might be like, Shalom, how do you know you're gonna have a terrible child? I'm not judging people who have bad children. I might also raise someone who just turns out to be terrible. But then the fact that you make your terrible son my problem is how I know I shouldn't be going down this path, because you guys are acting like parenting is the most easiest thing. Yeah, I popped you out. I put food on your back. Food on your back, food in your belly, clothes on your back. So that means I'm a good parent. I don't want to deal. I'm seeing the consequences of bad parenting in our age group. I'm hearing what my generation is doing with the parenting styles. The teachers are out here complaining, and now you want me to be like, let me add my 2 cents in there too. No, let me save you guys from having another bad parent. Sometimes you just know what you're capable of. You know what you want for yourself. I'm saying it out loud. I'm saying it hey, this is what I want. And then everyone's just like, don't worry, you're going to be an amazing mom. like, look at my child, they've changed me. I am so happy for you.